We flop. It's my fantasy team. I think Sam Darnold got a pretty good matchup with the Eagles coming up. I think Christian McCaffrey coming back. Shoot, more offense, more points. A defense also just got a lot better. They traded for Stephen Gilmore. It was a pretty good corner for the Patriots for a little minute. Dylan Nation. You know I gotta start Najee. Denver has a pretty good defense when they're healthy. But that's mainly because of their secondary. So if anything, Najee gonna be a bright spot for us running the ball. At least he should be. The Falcons not playing with Calvin Ridley or Russell Gage in the game in London. And that sounds like without them two, we got Mike Davis, Cordero Patterson. I think that's how you say it. That's about it. Man, I'm trying to think. They backup receivers, they got one like Olamide Zaccheaus. First name Olamide. But he might show out that game. I just know it's the Jets versus the Falcons. Both bad defenses. Should be a lot of points scored. On the other side of the ball, the Jets just got Jameson Carter back last game. He did pretty good. He reminded me of like a solid, like just veteran player. Kind of like Cole Beasley, but a little younger. Speaking of Cole Beasley, the Bills got a matchup with the Chiefs. And I think Josh Gordon's supposed to be playing for the Chiefs this Sunday. He finally got reinstated. So, I mean, this is setting up to be one of them games where a lot of points should be scored. I do think the Bills going to take it though in the end. Just because they secondary a little better than the Chiefs secondary. You should be able to run on both sides though. I may be making a mistake putting in Dawson now, but his volume and targets have been pretty good over the last couple games. And when it comes to the receiver position, tight end or regular receiver, target share matters. But like I said, in the game where a lot of points should be scored, it should be alright. A lot of people don't really like going to Detroit players. I'm one of them people. Just because right now they got Jared Goff as that QB. I'm not saying he bad, but it's a lot of other options. But his receiver core is starting to kind of shape up. They got Quintez Cephas. I'm not sure if Tyrell Williams is hurt or not. Are we still in it? TJ Hawkinson and Khalif Raymond. With Cephas being number one, I think Khalif, he played a slot, so he'll get a lot of like short to mid passes. Against the Vikings defense, where one of the only bright spots, he was one of the DBs. I just feel like you can't go wrong with a decent slot receiver against a defense that's under par. I also picked up Van Jefferson. Him and Matthew Stafford look like they built a pretty good like connection with each other. I think that's due from Matthew Stafford coming from the Lions, or he also had a similar size receiver in Marvin Jones Jr. Between Cooper Kupp, Robert Woods, and Van Jefferson, I think Matthew Stafford gonna connect with at least two of them in the end zone. And with their high-powered offense, them good odds. Rodrigo. Cowboys finna lock up the Giants. Stay tuned.